and now back in Alachua. Haribol Prabhuji, and thank you for your wonderful association. We had a very nice program yesterday, hosted by Ruby Mataji and Upendra Prabhuji. And today, Mohan Prabhu will speak about Gajendra Leela and also all the difficulties, some of the difficulties even the devotees might have to face. Sometimes we think that I have become a devotee now, there won't be any more problems. Actually, Krishna gives us more problems so that we get the absolute mercy of the Supreme Lord. So Mohan Prabhu will speak more about that. Mohan Prabhuji, welcome to ISKCON Tampa. Thank you for the association. Haribol.
Today is very special Baldev Seva Prabhu's birthday.
Oh my gosh, Prabhu, you didn't even say that.
Please stay on. At the end, we will glorify Baldev Seva. Today is his appearance.
You will limit time today. You have to go for swimming. We always, to glorify devotees, you always have time.
Exactly.
You always have time.
Yes, Prabhu.
Do you want me to talk on the mic or should I?
Mic is good.
Oh.
And it will automatically.
Yeah, that's good. This yes. Maharaj, should I do short Jaragamala?
Yeah.
Or should we go straight?
Yeah.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Raja Jana Rajana
Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki
Jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki
Jai. Hari Hari Bo. Hari Bo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I'll try to say something from this amazing book called Srimad Bhagavatam, and I would like to say something going deep into understanding what is Srimad Bhagavatam. Why is Srimad Bhagavatam so special? Because what you see on the surface is one thing. When you go deep into anything, you will see the real nectar. You will see the real reason for anything. If you are not so good cook, or just like a regular cook, you know what it means? You don't really go deep into science of cooking, deep in the art of cooking, into details, because details makes difference. Put spices, which spice? Any spice. Those spices, like really. Oh, art of cooking, by the way, means art of spicing. So someone will say, oh, just anything. No, it's not just anything, specific ones. So like to go more in details in cooking, you'll be better cook. Like you go more into the science of bhakti, deeper, more detailed, you'll be better devotee. So I'll try to go through deep as much as my limitations will allow me, but it's very important that you understand this knowledge in a deeper way, that you go to details, very deep details. So I chose to speak today, Bhajendra, very important, in connection with our yesterday's class. We were talking about it's important to develop relationship with Holy Name. We have to develop a relationship with Holy Name, and we shouldn't try Maya. Remember I said, don't try this at home, because Maya is very tough. So how to develop a relationship with Holy Name, how to be Krishna conscious, and how to avoid Maya. How to avoid Maya's lessons. That's what I'm going to speak today. That's why I chose. Is it they can devotees who are listening?
Yes.
Is it
Yeah, this is a little not. Sorry.
okay?
Maybe you can speak little louder and
No, I can put this in closer.
just.
Sorry.
No problem.
Yes.
Hello. So we'll continue today with yesterday's understanding. So Gajendra Lila is very important, but before going to Gajendra Lila, before we read the verse, I just want to read the verse. All the verses are nice. How many verses Bhagavatam has?
8,000.
Did you ever try counting? No, it's fun. If you count, it will come to 15,000. So how come we always hear 18,000, right? But if you count, there are devotees who are this detailed and who took the task to count them. And of course, the question arises, how come we were born and raised in this moment? The Bhagavatam is 18,000 verses, and after many years, we get information, it's 15,000. You don't trust? Count. And then you really count, and you see 15,000. What is the explanation behind it? That's why we always, this is so practical, so typical. Scholarly, kind, sweet Vaishnava devotee. Such a mercy and such a bliss. Because they explain. Some things, Lord Chaitanya is hard to understand. So hard to understand Lord Chaitanya, his mind. His Krishna came into mind of Brother Rama as a devotee, Gopi Baba. But then so many verses. Once it was with, what's the name? Gopinath Acharya. There was the devotee who was, long story short, ended up in the prison. And he was about to die. Because he was doing some Gopinath Acharya, that's the name, something like that. In one moment, he was by the king, Rudra, he was appointed to take taxes, to collect taxes. In one moment, he was not doing some good job. He kept some money for him, let's say like that. And then the people found out, and the ministers of King Prabhupada jail, and he will be executed. He was devotee. He was the brother, actually, of Gopinath Acharya. Somebody else was his name. The point is that all devotees got disturbed. And he's, brother of our devotee. He's also devotee. What to do? They went to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya, they asked him for help. Lord Chaitanya was like, what? You're asking me? He did something wrong? Yes. So you're asking me as Srimad, to do all these material things? Take someone from the jail, who, by the way, did something which he was not thrown to the jail because of no reason. He did something. So don't even ask me that anymore. How dare he told. So the others were confused. And most likely, many of us now are confused. Why Lord Chaitanya didn't want to help? Right? And by our own intelligence, who knows if we will figure it out why Lord Chaitanya taken this way. And then we get these confidential devotees who reveal to us what happened. Lord Chaitanya externally, who was the one who understood fully the mind of Lord Chaitanya? Who was that? There's a famous prayer in invocation, Mangalacharana.
Rupa Goswami.
Shri Chaitanya Mahavishnu is. Yes. So you understand his mind. So this kind of devotees, they can explain this, why Lord Chaitanya or Krishna acts in this way. So you know what he said? Not him. Devotees the explanation. Lord Chaitanya was externally. Because, for example, I can tell Sridhama, there are always how the devotee acts outside and what he actually feels. Sridhama Prabhu, you want to do this or that? And he said, no, I'm not interested. But in his heart, he would like to, let's go and play soccer. He says, no, I'm not playing soccer. But he did all devoted there, and he would like to do it, not because of soccer, he would like to be devoted. So he said, I don't want to, right? But inside, I know him, he would like to join. So what we say outside and what inside, because not just because of soccer pressure, because he thinks, I don't know this or whatever, but inside. So to understand Lord Chaitanya's Mangushtam. You know the word Mangushtam? So understand this, we have to be very elevated devotees. So there are some elevated devotees who review. Lord Chaitanya was eternally teaching at the left how can you approach Sanyas in every situation. but inside he was very eagerly watching. You know, Lord Chaitanya can come and says, okay, Maharaj Prataparudra, what's happening? Come on, it's my devotee. Or my devotee brother. Take him out. But no, Lord Chaitanya chose to not being involved so the devotees can be involved. Devotees. So Lord Chaitanya was watching and observing how devotees are coming together. Like we said yesterday, I think you translated Sankirtan as a teamwork. So again, can you imagine such a externally cold activity was actually so much filled with love. Lord Chaitanya was enjoying so much. Like Damodar was enjoying so much when gopis are letting down and bring the ropes. They're looking together. Same time now, Lord Chaitanya, he was enjoying so much. Hey, devotees are going each other. We have devotee in the prison, what can we do? So same thing, devotee, you have to understand is each contemporary devotees. Remember, the Lord Chaitanya is enjoying so much and he sees you coming together. Each time you come together and think, how can we help this? How can we help these Tempa people to upgrade their consciousness? Be sure that Lord Chaitanya is enjoying. He's very pleased. And he sees you guys coming together and doing something for the benefit of this world, Tempa, or any other devotee. Anytime you see that some devotee have a problem or struggle, please come together. It will not hurt the Lord Chaitanya. He likes seeing that. So this beautiful story. And Lord Chaitanya says, no. And if we don't understand, if we are Kanishta devotee or we are external devotee, which means Kanishta, then you will say, wow, what is it Lord Chaitanya? Which kind of Krishna he is? No, he knew if I come and help him, there will be no Sankirtan. Devotees will not make effort to come together and to help. So you see, this is why it's important to know devotees to go very deep in Krishna consciousness. Our progress depends on that, how deep we will go. When you think about treasure, where do we find treasure? Floating on the surface of the sea or deep down? Same thing, deep down in our heart, we have to go. Deep down in philosophy, we have to go. So Srimad Bhagavatam, I like to go a little deeper with the history of Srimad Bhagavatam. My Maharaj here asked me, and I told him, I'm Yapta Das. So there he wants, I know. I'll try to do. I'm not qualified to do it, but I'll try. Krishna appreciates it. So we have to understand why Bhagavatam is so special. Someone says special, we expect, okay, it's special. Like if you are smart, Sri Rama, when he was a kid, he burned himself on the fire. And so he told me, don't touch the fire, fire burns. Right? And he tells me the information. So I have this jnana. Jnana means I have information given to me by Maharaj. Fire burns. But that's what? That's jnana. Once I touch the fire, I get vijnana. Vishesh jnana. Vijnana. Means I go to realize. So anybody, it's not only jnana, it's not only bunch of informations, it's the actual experience knowledge. That is vijnana. Realized knowledge. experience knowledge. So if someone tells Bhagavatam is great, okay, I accept that. But unless we study, unless we go deep, it will be just jnana. It won't be like deep realization. So the history of Srimad Bhagavatam is that in the end of Dwapara Yuga, as I said yesterday, Lord overlap in the previous. In previous Yuga there was no need of streets. You know that. People were, what's the Sanskrit term? Shrutidara, I believe. Shrutidara? Yeah. You really remember. So there was no need of writings. End of the Kali Yuga, and Dwapara Yuga, beginning of Kali Yuga, this is 5,000 years to draw writings. There was a need. So Vyasadeva was appointed to negate ancient title. I went to the cave. Up in Himalayas. They say Vyasadeva is still there. Where he was, when he taught the four days before the disciples. So he compiled them, and we know a story about Ganesh writing it, putting together, long story goes. But that's a very important point. In my office, I have a beautiful picture. I like it so much. Vyasadeva is sitting like this, there's a river and mountains, and in front of him is who? His guru. Who is his guru? Yes, the guru is Narada. And Narada is holding finger like this in front of him. Hey! Because Vyasa approached to him with this, and he did such a service for the Lord, right? He compiled all the Vedas. He collected and compiled everything. And he was still feeling, there's a nice English word, this text. He was still feeling this text. Then, for Narada was very clear. We struggle sometimes, but Guru comes and says, you're such a nonsense. He told you, why don't you do this or that? So he told him, hey, so this. You didn't write anything about Krishna. If you study physics, astronomy, if you study math, you can get the knowledge intellectually, you can be stimulated and satisfied. But what is with the heart? Our heart, with our soul, gets fulfilled with the physics. No, intellect. So same thing, he put all the letters together, what people should follow, which way should do the yagyas and everything. Everything was there. But he didn't write about Krishna. So he told him, right, then you'll be satisfied. This is very important for us. Very important instruction. Hare Krishna. Come. Very important for us. Lesson. If we are just going to study Vedas, or even study our scriptures, there are three modes: physics, the karma reincarnation. The law of karma reincarnation, how can this please the soul? No, it can't. Do you have to listen to the Krishna? Lunchtime. Some other questions about Ram, I don't know. My friend who likes listening about Ram. Ram Lila. Chandramal Swami. Oh, he's such an amazing speaker of Ram Lila. Oh, it's so beautiful to listen for hours and hours and just listen. So remember, it's a very important point of Narada Muni too. Yeah, that we are not going to be happy if we are just talking about three modes, karma reincarnation, or I don't know, other things. Krishna, element of Krishna should be there. Some Krishna story. Tell me some Krishna story. By the way, do you know what was the story? Everybody here that Rupa Goswami smiled. You heard this many times. He was chanting. One moment he lost the taste for chanting. Rupa Goswami. Why? Because he saw the layman, the person who he wasn't able to walk. You heard this many times, right? And then the moment Rupa Goswami lost the taste, he was chanting, enjoying. Once this connection, you listen. For them, it's like listening to radio. You're listening to radio, and music is going on. Suddenly, what happened? You drive on highway, you're probably out of the reach of the signal. For this element, the devotee's meditation is that. Unconnect. Oh, Krishna is the spiritual world doing things. So he's doing something. I don't feel, I'm not connected. What happened? He was already, not only very devotional, the person, he was very intelligent. He was a minister, ex-minister in this shock government, spoke several languages, including Persian, Sanskrit, so many. So thinking, I must have done some things. You know what was the offense? He was in meditation, and because he was what is there? Hare Krishna. Please. So he was in meditation, and then he lost this connection. Why? Because he offended a person who was walking in front of him. How many of you have heard that? You know, you heard of that Rupa Goswami was in meditation and he was unable to continue because he offended the person who was unable to walk in front of him. So the person was thinking, he's laughing to me. Rupa Goswami was in meditation, so he saw how Rani and Krishna are playing, and then he started smiling. He was in meditation. At that moment, the person was walking in front of him, with the stick, old man, he was unable to walk. And he was thinking, what is this kind of yogi? What is this kind of devotee laughing to old men unable to walk? He was so upset. And because Rupa Goswami did unknowingly offense, he lost connection with Krishna. Can you imagine? But what was the Lila? Many devotees know that, but they don't know what he saw in spiritual world by was he laughing. And I tell them about Rupa Goswami, yeah, we heard this. We heard that he was in meditation and lost power to connect because he was laughing to the old man who was able to walk. So everybody knows this, but they don't know what happened. This is what I'm saying. We listen to philosophy, we understand philosophy. This will sharpen our intelligence, but for the heart, soul, we have to listen to Krishna. Anybody knows what was he smiling at? Because he was connected to the spiritual world. He was seeing activities of Radha Krishna. What happened there? So Radharani tried to pick up a fruit. She was walking and she thought it's very sweet. I don't know which one was that. Maybe sweet at all. And she tried to grab. It was too high. And she tried to grab it was too high. They were so sweet. So she wanted to get who was on the top of the tree. And so Krishna says, oh, let me have a little fun with it. So what he did, he went down exactly to the branch. She didn't see him, of course. Very lush, green, full of leaves, tree. So Krishna came to the branch, and how he was trying to pick the fruit. He stepped, and the branch went down exactly she did it. And Radharani, yeah. But then Krishna moved his foot. And what happened with the branch? The branch went up. And Radharani went up. And she was like, ah! And all the gopis, oh my gosh, Radharani. She was like, oh, hey. Krishna was laughing like crazy. And what happened with Rupa Goswami? He started laughing also. Although Krishna is so mischievous. Krishna is always doing something. So he's like, laughing fully. Now I'm speaking a little louder, so you can put volume down, right? In the beginning, I was very quiet. So then, yeah, now I'm a little louder. So Rupa Goswami was in the Facebook. Americans will write LOL, laugh out loud. He was wow, bursting of a laugh. Krishna is so funny. And then this devotee was there, and devotee, the old man, and then Rupa Goswami. But then he realized what happened. So he was going to every resident to bring down, asking, who's there thing, who's there? And then he found as a police, he fell down, touched his face, and prison. So that is a good example. You should always listen. Philosophy is there, everything is nice, 3 modes, gunas, whatever. That is for intelligence. They should be always stories about Krishna or Chaitanya. This purifies the heart and gives pleasure. You can just be now 5 minutes peaceful, right? Because there is such a beautiful state. His life is like, it's nice. Listening about Krishna, that mind stops. So it's always important to listen. This is the point which I want to say. Always important to listen. Story about Krishna, and this is the most important, to me, one of the most important points of Srimad Bhagavatam, Narada for teaching the Vyasadeva. Remember, there was a right hand like this. There's a right hand like this, talking to Vyasadeva. He's good. So, he was not happy because of the slowness of us are not happy. We read, but we're not happy because we didn't do Krishna. So then he said, okay, write something. So what did he wrote? He decided to write something on the instruction of his guru. So he wrote Vedanta Sutra, Veda Antya. Anybody knows what does it mean, Veda Antya? End of Veda. It means cream of Vedas. The summum bonum, the point of the Vedas, the conclusion of the Vedas. There are so many Vedas, and there is one book which describes the essence, Vedanta. Sutra, it's written in Sutras, so it's a little problem. Anybody knows how many sutras are there written? Vedanta Sutras, these are details to go deeper. 555 sutras. Some of them, the first few are very famous, you heard of them. Tata Brahma Jigyansa, you know this one, right? Now it's starting why. And they're mostly, he compiled them from Upanishads and Gita, this Krishna's personal, they talk about Krishna. But then still, sutras are sutras. If you understand, when you read sutra, if you understand, you know what it means, that's not the sutra. That's not the real sutra. If you understand sutra. If something is written in sutras, it's written in a very condensed, very interesting way. So if you understand sutra when you read it, that means it's not the sutra. It's very complex. And then he wrote. You have to understand, it's a very important point, very important. Then he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, which is natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Why? Let me see how your intelligence is working now. Why do you call this? There are so many commentaries about the devotion. So many commentaries on Bhagavatam, Srila Maharaj, so many. Why is it not called natural? I mean, there are so many commentaries on Vedanta Sutra. Why is Srimad Bhagavatam the only one called natural commentary? Srimad Bhagavatam is a natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Why the other ones are not called like this? I have seen, I read some of the other ones, but this one is natural. Let me see.
Because it's raised our it raises our consciousness to Krishna and connects to the Krishna. That is the natural for us, our soul.
Yes, but why everybody consider this one the natural commentary of Vedanta Sutra?
It is about Krishna.
I mean, the other ones also write about Krishna.
But it is directly about Krishna.
I mean, some Vaishnavas also write.
Yes.
Also, they talk about Krishna and direct. But why this one natural? It's actually very easy question. Maharaj, what do you think?
Since these elevated devotees could not answer anything.
Yesterday I told you, very wise, right? Very wise. Yes.
Can I give it a time?
Yes.
So, is it because Vyasadeva wrote it?
Why? Because of?
Vyasadeva wrote it in response to Narada?
Oh.
Not sure.
Yeah.
I just gave
Yeah,
it a
good
try.
try. Good try. Mataji, she knows the answer.
I'm trying to. The others probably might be to give a translation, but this is like coming from the heart of us. Like he wanted to have happiness, so he wanted to. He felt real.
That's kind of somewhere there. I'll give you. Let's say I write the book on astrology. Right, myself. I write. Maharaj likes it so much, he writes commentary. Baladev, who likes it also very much, he writes commentary. But then I write commentary on my book. So my commentary will consider natural. Because I know the way I wrote the book. Vyasadeva wrote Vedanta Sutra. He knows exactly which way, how. Other people who wrote, they are thinking, oh, he wrote this sutra because of this. They could guess it, they could know it. But he knows Why? So we feel auto. Make sense?
Yes.
This way is the nature of commentary.
Yes.
If I wrote a book of astrology, you can all guess why did I wrote this and write your commentary. But I will be the only one who knows exactly why did I wrote that. Okay? This way Srimad Bhagavatam is so special. This way we're gonna read this special verse. It's a verse, verse 30. You're gonna, if you can,
We'll post it. I don't have my glasses. I have reading problem, but
Yeah, we'll
can-
post it.
or you don't have for reading, you have glasses for reading. Okay. But anyway, all this knowledge is in your heart.
Prabhuji,
So
can
no
you,
problem.
Mataji, can you read?
For Shridhama, I will read.
You will read
I will
that.
read, but someone of you can also.
Which one?
Anyway, Shridhama has all this knowledge in the heart, so it's not a problem. Even if he doesn't have glasses, knowledge is in the heart. Right? No problem for him.
I need the glasses of Krishna consciousness.
Uh,
That's what I need.
What's
I'm
that?
missing that.
Brahma Samhita verse. What that verse in Brahma Samhita when the eyes became saturated in love?
Charita.
Yes. What-
Premanjana.
Premanjana. Yes. Yes. What's the English translation? Not saturated. I know it.
Anointed.
Anointed. Yes, completely. When we cry, we feel Krishna. And we see it. Yes, you see, he wrote, whenever he says it's backed up by the Shastra.
I'll change my
So
second
it's a
position.
Canto 8, chapter 2, text 30. Canto 8, chapter 2, text 30.
Canto 8, chapter 2.
30.
30.
30.
You don't need to do the hard work. Who's just texting now? I'm texting in the same.
Tato Gajendrasya Mano Balabhujasam Kalena Vigena Mahanabhudgayaya Vikrisyamanasya Jalevasidato Vipayano Butsakalam Varokasa. Okay, we can go line by line. Tato Gajendrasya Mano Balabhujasam Tato Gajendrasya Mano Balojasam Kalena Virgena Mahan Abhudhyaya Vikrishyamanasya Jale Vasidato Viparyayo Putsakalam Jalokasam Tato Gajendrasya Mano Balojasam Kalena Virgena Mahan Abhudhyaya Vikrishyamanasya Jale Vasidato Viparyayo Putsakalam Jalokasam. Yes, someone can try.
Tato Gajendrasya Mano Balojasam Kalena Dirgena Mahan Abhudbhaya Vikrishya Manasya Jale Avasthidato Viprayo Abhud Shakalam Jalokasha.
Can try.
Yes.
I have the glasses.
Oh.
Tato gajendresya manobalujasham kalena drigena maham abhyutyaha Pramanasya jaleva sudato Viprayo bahut sakalam jalaksha
Tatha. Thereafter. Gaja Indrasya. Of the king of the elephants. Manaha. Of the strength of enthusiasm. Interesting translation, right? Mana means mind. Means Bala. The physical strength. Ojasam. And the strength of the senses. Kalena. Because of years of fighting. Dirghena. Prolonged. Mahan. Great. Abhut. Became. Vyayaha. The expenditure. Vikrishyamanasya. Who was being pulled by the crocodile. Jale. Into the water, a foreign place. Interesting also, right? Jala means the water, but here is in a parenthesis, you can see a foreign place. Avasidataha. Reduced mental, physical, and sensory strain. Viparyayaha. The opposite. Abhut. Became. Sakalam. All of them. Jala Okasaha. The crocodile whose home is the water. Translation. Thereafter, because of being pulled into the water and fighting for many long years, the elephant became diminished in his mental, physical, and sensual strength. The crocodile, on the contrary, being an animal of the water, increased in enthusiasm, physical strength, and sensual power. Nice verse, right? Very, very important verse for all of us. Further, in the fighting between the elephant and the crocodile, the difference was that although the elephant was extremely powerful, he was in a foreign place in the water. During 1,000 years of fighting, he could not get any food. And under the circumstances, his bodily strength diminished, and because his bodily strength diminished, his mind also became weak, and his senses less powerful. The crocodile, however, being an animal of water, had no difficulties. He was getting food and was therefore getting mental strength and sensual encouragement. Thus, while the elephant became reduced in strength, the crocodile became more and more powerful. Now, from this, we may take the lesson that in our fight with Maya, we should not be in position in which our strength, enthusiasm, and senses will be unable to fight vigorous. Our Krishna consciousness movement had actually declared war against the illusory energy in which all the living entities are erotic in a false understanding of civilization. The soldiers in this Krishna consciousness movement must always possess physical strength, enthusiasm, and sensual power. To keep themselves fit, they must therefore place themselves in a normal condition of life. What constitutes a normal condition will not be the same for everyone, and therefore there are divisions of Varnashrama, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. Especially in this age of Yuga, it is advised that no one takes sannyas. Ashredam Gavalambam Sannyasam Pala Paitrikam Devarena Sutopatim Kalo Prancha Vivar Jayet. From this, we can understand that this age in sannyasa ashram is forbidden because people are not strong. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows us an example of taking sannyas at the age of 24, but even Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya advised Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be extremely careful because he had taken sannyasa at an early age. For preaching, we give young boys sannyasa, but actually it's being experienced that they are not fit for sannyasa. There is no harm, however, if one thinks that he is unfit for sannyasa. If he is very much agitated sexually, he should go to ashrama where sex is allowed, namely Grihastha. That one has been found to be very weak in one place does not mean that he should start fighting the crocodile of fire. One should take shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, as we shall see Gajendra do, and at the same time one can be a vihasta if he is satisfied with sexual indulgence. There is no need to give up the fight. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore recommended Stani Stita Shruti Gatam Tano Van Manovi. One may stay in whichever ashrama is suitable for him. It's not essential that one takes sannyas. If one is sexually agitated, he can enter the Grihastha ashram, but one must continue
Fighting.
louder. One
Fighting.
must continue
Fighting.
Service.
Remember that. For one who is not in a transcendental position, to take sannyasa artificially is not a very great credit. If sannyasa is not suitable, one may enter the Grihastha ashram and fight Maya in the extreme, but one should not give up the fighting and go away. What do you say for the verse, huh? Very nice verse. Like we said yesterday, we were talking. So I want for all of you to be like a crocodile. This story is very I was choosing because the Bhagavatam is like a nectarian and sweet, like a crocodile. Any part that you take, you go from the beginning, from the end. So why did I choose this one? I was thinking it's very nice. It's fitting the Florida gators are here very popular. So yeah, crocodile. I just don't know the Sanskrit word. Okasaha. Is that means crocodile or gator?
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Yeah, because there's a little difference. Crocodiles are generally in the salty water, and in the sweet waters are alligators. So this was the thing happening in the river, which is probably sweet. But before coming to Alachua, I also didn't know the difference between alligator and crocodile. I think the same thing, but apparently there is difference. So let's take it as crocodile, but it's very, very suitable for Florida devotee story because it's so instructive. This story is so instructive. You remember yesterday the word conducive. Prabhupada says, Vikramashram. In Mahabharata, you can read that if you're out of ashram, first of all, it's very hard to progress spiritually. You have to be in ashram. And you know what else can happen? Rakshasas. Cannibals. Let's translate Rakshasas cannibals, although it's not a good translation in English. But Rakshasas can eat you. They have permission to eat those who are out of ashram. That's why Arjuna was they almost hit Arjuna. Because he left, he was in ashram, but he was not, so he was somewhere between. So they say, oh, we have a right to eat you because you're out of ashram. Interesting. So if you want to be saved from Rakshasa, please be in the ashram. I mean, that's not our big concern, right? Our bigger concern is that it will be very hard to make a progress. Spiritually, if you are out of ashram. So we should always be, we should always be in the ashram. Once we get in ashram, 99% of us will go to Grihastha ashram. And this is what is recommended. And I do my preaching in the colleges. I also recommend kids chant Hare Krishna, go to some ashram, Brahmachari ashram, temple life for a year or two, then get married. I don't recommend anyone to be Brahmachari a long time because too many struggles and problems these students here once they reach 30-35. There's nobody to care of them, they are alone there. So I recommend everybody to experience ashram life, to learn everything about Krishna consciousness. But after being there year 2-3, go and have your life. I think in Kali Yuga, this kind of, in my opinion, the Grihastha ashram is the most safe and it gives us the most strength on the long run. Is very even some sannyasins were agreeing with my with some sannyasins for having especially the because I preach mostly in the Western world. To be brahmachari in India, it's much easier, right? To be brahmachari in the Western world, it's very hard, very hard. And I can just share with you, as me being astrologer, I have been called on the phone to help some of our young brahmacharis who are in very desperate situations because they didn't know what should I do now. I'm 35, maybe 40. I want to get married, but I can't anymore. Things are late, hard, and they became depressed. So that's why when I preach now, I preach everyone, students, especially students, you can be devoted, chant Hare Krishna. Go somewhere, experience beautiful temple life for years, and then try to get your things together. Your last action is find your life, find a job, find your a source of income, finances, and be nice devotee. Try to live together with devotee so we can create some atmosphere. But if somebody wants, so if you compare, let's compare Christianity or any other. What is the number of congregation? What's the number of monks in percentages?
1,000.
No, one is a big number. It's like 0.0001. We have monks, and congregation is 99.99 something. In India, for example, I live in Chopati, Mayapur. There is the system is to support brahmacharis, right? It's much easier. In our Western, it's possible if someone is really, at least I don't preach, and I think we shouldn't preach somebody to be brahmachari, otherwise in Maya. But if someone feels, I don't know, I just feel inside, that's my call, we should encourage them. Someone just feels like, I don't need to be married, I don't need wife, I can just be depending on the God. So then we shouldn't say, no, that's also Maya. Go and get married. No. But this is very rare. Probably we were in ISKCON preaching everybody, oh, come on, you want to be grihasta? It's Maya. You want to enjoy it? You're in Maya. Just be brahmachari. That's the only real thing. That's the problem. But if someone has a natural tendency, why not? This is super rare, to be honest. Super rare. At least in the Western world. So, Prabhupada here explains what grihasta ashram and sannyasa ashram is saying it's not even allowed, but for preaching, we can do it. Prabhupada says there is no harm. But something else I want to tell you, for each one of you, very important, is to, this is very instructive verse, saying that we should be like this. We should be, our position should be like an elephant. Gator, better to say. It's a more Florida style term. Why? You see what this explanation is saying? Elephant was losing strength, crocodile was getting strength. So, how we do this? By being smart and arranging our life in such a way that we can fight. Here, Prabhupada talks about, he compares gator to a Maya. So if we don't want to lose the fight with the gator Maya, we should be strong. We should be where? First of all, if we are elephant, we should be where? Where can elephant beat?
Land.
Then crocodile is done. So if we are elephant, we have to understand. We should be in the land. If we are crocodile, we should be water. The point is that whatever you are, wherever you are from, make your life in such a way that you can fight Maya, that you can be devotee long time. Okay? If you're a crocodile, be in the water. If you're an elephant, be outside. Whatever you are, any consciousness, if you are doctors, if you are account experts, if we are astrologer, whatever we are, not important. That's not important, it's external. You have to be smart. So, living this kind of lifestyle, having my home, having my family, and chanting in the morning and reading makes me stronger. 3 things, Prabhupada says, right? What was this? Oh, did they translate the word? Did they translate the avasiddhataha? It was reduced. Which one? These 3 things: mental, physical, and sensory strength. So how do you feel in your life? Do you feel that your strength is being reduced or it was being increased? Prabhupada explained. The crocodile, however, had no difficulties. And his mental, physical, and sensory strength was going up. So that's the idea of our ashram. That every day we feel more and more enthused with our life, with our situation around, and to get stronger and stronger to fight Maya. Because Maya is strong. And Maya, I told you yesterday, Maya Duratya, almost impossible to overcome Maya, you should say, energy. So create your life in such a way. I have a question for you. Do you feel fine? Do you feel with Krishna's help when you chant in the morning and the lifestyle you have? Do you feel that you are a crocodile in the water, or do you feel that you are an elephant on the land? Yes, no?
Sometimes crocodile, sometimes elephant.
But it's okay. If you are a crocodile in the water or elephant on the land, that's fine. That's no problem. But if you are a crocodile and out, or if you are an elephant
In the water.
it's a problem. It's a problem. So I like you said, haha. But I'm hoping.
With ISKCON temple devotees, always elephant on the land.
Very nice.
No, so really.
Yes.
Because of Prabhuji's association.
He's instructing you,
Yes.
helping you, and then you're all elephants.
It's the other way. Following them and learning.
But yeah, I want to hear this from you. I want to hear that you feel, because I was living in the temple many years, and I was feeling, okay, now, for when I was in my 20s, I was feeling good. Towards the later, I start feeling, I'm not feeling anymore that my avasiddhataha, that it's that mental, physical, and sensory strength is going up. I was feeling that's not anymore for me. I was feeling just, I don't know. I have my home, I have my family, I have my own financial source of income, I have everything. I feel, okay, now I feel good. Because, material world stuff. Do you know, I will give you some very interesting information. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, he wrote so many books. In one of his books, or articles, which I read, that 150 years back, up in Bengal, there was not even an idea in the people's minds, if you don't work, you will not have anything to eat, or you will not have a place to sleep. People are put in the village, they do something. Can you imagine people didn't think, you don't have a job? Oh my gosh, how are you going to survive? Not only they didn't talk about this, there was not idea. Think now 150 years forward, America. Even if you have some good job, oh, are you sure you're going to survive? Even if you have a job, even if you have a good job, people will question, oh, this is good stuff. Are you sure you will be able to repay everything? Can you imagine? So please take another job. You have only 2 jobs. You really have some time. Why don't you find a 3rd job? American lifestyle, unfortunately. It's all set up in such a way that you don't have time to think about hard topics. So, we live in America, very, very intense materialistic society. That's why it's important. Because Prabhupada said, if you enjoy too much, like in this case, Gajendra, or residents of heavenly planets, or if you suffer too much, like down in the Patala Loka and others, then you can practice spiritual life. Too much enjoyment, too much suffering. You can practice spiritual life. So look just when you go to see poor people in the Howrah. Everybody knows Howrah. Bengali people. Or I lived in Mayapur and I lived in Mumbai. So there is this what's the name? I forgot. I was going to Grant Road, but there is a big stations. Church Gate is the first one. There is a big in Mumbai. So if you are going in a Brahma Muhurta time, you are coming with your train to Mumbai station, or in Howrah, and it's very early morning, and you're starting checking your rounds. If you look through the window, you will see people that they are doing something else in Brahma Muhurta, not chanting. They are kind of having some bodily needs, and they are doing this, how to say, probably you've seen that.
Yeah.
They are, passing the stool or whatever in front of you. They're they sleep there. So it's they're so poor. They don't think, oh, this is uncultured. I shouldn't be doing that. What will Vedic scripture say about this? They're suffering. They don't care. I don't care what others say. I don't have anything to eat and I need to sleep. I don't care. So when you're too poor or too much suffering, when you're too rich or too much enjoying, it's very hard to practice spiritual life. Again, point from here. So that's why we have to feel the lifestyle I have. You know, Bhagavad Gita talks about middle path, right? Don't work too much, don't work too less. Don't sleep too much, don't sleep too less. Don't eat too much, don't eat too less. So the lifestyle we have, it should be like this. We shouldn't work too much. What's the name of your older son?
Biraj.
Biraj. Very smart boy. Today I was talking with him. He's studying non-stop studying. I said, you're gonna be one day some Pandiji. Yesterday evening, this morning, studying all the time. Wow. I said, what do you study? And he says he wants to be a neurologist, cardiologist, big doctor, like father. So in the future. But then he said, I'm thinking, neurologist or neurosurgeon, I'm gonna be dead. These people work too much. They always have patient, and he says they don't have time for Krishna consciousness or family. I was like, oh wow. And that's why I don't want to go this route. Smart boy, huh? Smart boy.
Very good.
Yeah. So this we should think like Viraj. We shouldn't overwork. We shouldn't be lazy. We shouldn't. Middle path. Bhagavad Gita talks about this. Why? Because we wanna have our situation conducive. We wanna be the crocodile in the water or elephant. So we can fight Maya, because Maya will kick. But they said yesterday, I don't think Maya is enemy. Maya will kick means Maya will test. Maya will test. Don't think, Prabhupada says, I like so much my Western devotees. One thing they only have a problem. You know what's that? They're not scared of Maya. That's it. They're not scared. Yes.
Prabhuji, I have a question if you do not mind me asking.
Please.
Yeah. So Prabhuji, you talked about natural tendency when it comes to whether to become a brahmachari and whether to probably continue our life with that brahmachari fashion, right? Without getting married, living a life of what is called sannyas, right? So when you say about natural tendency, like many a times in my life, I have felt the need that sometimes I felt like, God is really calling me, Krishna is really calling me. I should not plan on getting married, right? But again, the nature of the material mind, it keeps on changing based on the circumstances, right? So at some point in time later on, then I felt like, no, it is better that I should live a household life and probably continue my devotional service, right? So when you call natural tendencies, Prabhuji, how do I make sure that my tendencies actually quote unquote natural? It's not a falsification of the Maya.
Or the mind. Yes.
Exactly. So that purification, what's the litmus test to understand that purifying procedure? That I have to understand, okay, this tendency is really quote unquote natural and I should give it a look.
Thank you. Very, very intelligent question. I'll try to answer. Suhritam. Who is Suhritam? Krishna. Our well-wisher always. What I said yesterday, I think it was, I was telling you, or who was that? In the class, I was talking about Sridhama being, or somebody, I was saying that you need to have friends, leaders, mentors, experienced devotees. Gurus, nowadays gurus are like Radhanath Swami, I live in the Chopati, Radhanath Swami initiated devotees, but then he has his disciples, senior, or he has the temple presidents who help this certain devotee, because he has many disciples, he cannot do all this personal. So it's very important, it's crucial that any devotee has a person of trust. They will say, Suhrit, friend who will oversee your relation. He will know you, he will talk with you, like we were talking. I can see your forehead, you can see mine. I don't know how my tilak looks, is it look good or not. I know I have a tilak, but how it looks like, but you can all see. And Mohan, look at his tilak, you can think, wow, this guy, he doesn't have a good tilak. But I think it's very good. In the morning, it's good. So we can see ourselves. So things can come to your mind. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be sannyas. Wow, I'm gonna liberate whole Florida, not only Tampa, whole Florida. Next day, I don't think so. I want to be home. So mine can, like you said, mine can give. Also, that's why we have some astrologers in the movement who help us if we don't which direction to go. but always the best one is devotee. The famous one is to be, are you married now?
No,
You're
I'm
not.
passionate.
You planning to marry? You're not sure, huh?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure.
I'm really not sure.
I would recommend always the safest thing in Kali Yuga based on Shastra to get married. And then you do beautiful devotional life. Doesn't mean that we have to go somewhere, that we have to change the ashram to do devotional service. Look, in this house, for me, it was a challenge. You know why? I couldn't find the wall without Jagannath. Every wall in this house had a Jagannath. And I was going with the younger son. We were trying to find where is the wall or the room without Jagannath. Look, you try. Where is Jagannath? So, many devotees and doing devotional. I'm also married, traveling, preaching. Maharaj here, our local Maharaj, very nice devotee, married. So, my recommendation is always to situate yourself in the ashram. Again, there is a little percentage of devotees, 0 point something, who feel, oh, I just feel I want to be brahmachari or sannyasi. I just want to stay alone and just melt in Krishna consciousness trouble. But that's not easy because these people don't have a job, they don't have a finances, they don't have a account, they just depend on Krishna.
Yep.
And then, let me think about it. Not always. We all depend on Krishna.
Yep.
You know, we all depend. But if you are, fully surrendering like sannyasi, ashram, or brahmachari, then you depend even more. So that's why, and based on my experience, I was telling President how many years and leading devotees, guiding, helping, more or less everyone feels the most safe, most conducive for spirituality when they're married. And they're married. Mine will say this or that, mine will go, but this individual feels the most, like this one. We just have to find some nice girl for you. Some nice devotee girl, for you. And then you'll see, you'll be happy. Hare Krishna. So yeah, always thinking about the gender. He was a little bit intoxicated. You know what's funny? Both of them, crocodile and the elephant, they were all big jivas from previous life. Not only Gajendra. Gajendra was cursed by the Agastya Muni, I would say. And crocodile was cursed also by some Muni. Oh, previous life he was in heavenly planet enjoying with the ladies inside of the lake. And then he touched the foot or the leg of this rishi. And rishis, don't touch rishis. They explode. So he cursed him, you're going to be crocodile. But he told me, but because one big devotee will come to you, you will be liberated with him. And then Gajendra, he was very special. Maybe the Jagannath devotee, he knows who was Gajendra previous life. You know who was
Ulu.
Oh, who knows? No, he's a big Jagannath devotee. He's a Jagannath. What do you think? Who was he past life? Very famous.
Yeah.
In connection with Jagannath.
Indra.
King Indra. Yes. Very amazing devotee. Can you imagine? He made mistake. If we are not scared of Maya. Oh, I'm very smart and strong. I'm not scared of Maya. Look what happened to King Indra. It's okay. These big devotees, everything is little. But he went to the forest. I think it was Vanaprastha already. He was in Vanaprastha. And then Agastya Muni came to him. And he didn't, give nice expected treatment. And Agastya Muni cursed him. You're gonna be elephant. But he remembered the prayers. So when he see in one moment, Prabhupada likes to give this example how elephants saw that nobody will help me. My wives, my children, my elephants, nobody can help me to go out. Nobody. I'm only remain to, and then he remembers from past life, prayers. He's a king in the dream, and then he started praying to the Lord. He got liberated in crocodile. Both of them. So the Gita explains this. Once we die, we leave everything. All the career, doctor, accounting, expert, everything stays here. Only we carry bhakti. Only we carry that. So that's why Gajendra. remember with the flower and with this one. In such a pain. Like this again, we can take the words. Tatenu Kampam Susamikshama. He was in a big pain. And please Krishna, he offered the flower. Can you crocodile is cracking your leg? And you're with your how to call it? Trunk, with your trunk, your whole, I don't know which flower, maybe it was Parijata or it was lotus. And offering to the Lord. In such a pain. Offering. So interesting, they're all big devotees from previous life. They were cursed to come here and show us this very, very special will. So
are there any questions, anybody watching, or shall we take a few more couple
yes,
more questions? Any questions?
I can ask one more question.
You
Yes,
get
sir.
married, don't worry. You already asked.
So he's taken the responsibility to get a devotee wife.
But he'll find this Maharaj.
yeah, I have a list actually of the boys and girls. I have astrology very often, either parents told me or devotees, hey, bring up somebody for me. So I have a list of girls and boys. And I will share just what was today was what? Saturday. In Friday, I actually connect to devotees and I did their compatibility reading and they started talking. Hopefully they'll get married. Very often I do this. So don't worry.
But please go ahead.
So, Prabhuji, you were talking about being in the material world, dealing with the material nature, but still being able to have that devotional consciousness in place, right? So a lot of time I have felt like, one of the examples, it was like when we deal too much with the material world, somehow or the other, our consciousness gets slightly deviated from a spiritual perspective, right? So one of the things, I recently purchased a car, right? So in order to purchase a car, I had to apply for a loan, right? Now the amount of struggle I had to go through, for a moment I felt like, oh, Krishna, it's so tough to be Krishna consciousness, in Krishna consciousness, and simultaneously being able to act in a way which kind of conforms to the devotional service I'm offering and still being able to be or persist in this material world, right? So where is the right balance between our spiritual life and the material life, and how to achieve that right balance to feel content, honestly? Thank you so much.
That's the big question. That's the whole reason of our life. How to find balance because of what we have to do. Because the Kali Yuga is getting so much tougher and tougher that it's leaving people less and less time for spiritual life. It will get worse and worse. People will just, I don't have time to chant, to maintain family and everything. And that's why people give excuse. Because 150 hours different in Bhaktivinoda Thakur times. In Surabi Kunj, he talks about villagers of Surabi Kunj, opposite Jalangi River. With the time of the first news. So to find the balance is very important. Prabhuji here, I like his formula. Waking up in the morning, I have been doing this for many years, and that's why I like it. Waking up in the morning, do the rounds as much as you can chant. Then you align yourself with, you will meet the right people at the right time, you will say right things in right moments, in right places. Otherwise, about this throughout the day, we hard. So morning. I don't know who built this house. Do you know the guy who built this house? Not really. But he knew when I built this house, first 3 days are the most important for building it. Why? Because that time they were doing foundation. That's the foundation of our day. So this is already 50% of your balance is that. And then you try to associate with devotees as much as you can. Friends, association. Remember yesterday the three very important things? So have friends, devotees. They will understand you, they will help you, they will And then experience. Like me after many years chanting or Maharaj here, already we kind of know, I shouldn't do this, I should do that, I shouldn't. And sometimes if I have to apply for the loan, then I know it's a little hard struggle. So I expect, so let me change it, let me make up earlier and do more. I know something is coming up. So experience. And if we are young devotees, if we don't have experience, then we approach Lord with their experience. Hey, I'm in a trouble, can you help me? Oh yes, I went through this already. So I'll give you my advice so you don't have to go to the same, to the same problems, struggles. But we are learning all our life. Balance. We learn it, and then again something happened, and then we learn that, and then again something happened. Always something. It's always Krishna's testing us because we do on this level, that level, that. We are always
Exams.
hopefully going up and learning new things. Yeah.
Wow.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
So remember, morning is very good.
Any more questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, and very nicely explained. Thank you. Prabhuji, I also heard that Indradumna Maharaj, maybe he was on meditation at this time. He didn't, but we can think that even Indradumna Maharaj, who was almost perfect in every
Right.
aspect, and he was able to, kind of fall down. So what is the hope for us?
No hope. I'm joking. Our hope is one person. Gauranga. Gauranga. Do you know that in previous yugas, you will get reactions just by thinking about something. In Kali Yuga, we don't get reactions. Once you do something, you get reaction. So Kali Yuga is very hard, very tough, but only once in Deva Brahma. Did you know that? There are 1,000 Divya Yugas in Deva Brahma. You know that? 1,000. Which means 1,000 Kali Yugas, 1,000 Satya Yugas, 1,000. Only once Lord Chaitanya appeared. You know when? Exactly after the Lord Krishna. Krishna appears only once. Then Lord Chaitanya. How fortunate we are. 999 Kali Yugas don't see the only this one. So he's our hope. So he's Krishna. It's Krishna. But he's a very unique, very hard to understand. Pankatattva, we often Swami or Pakishar Maharaj, they said once Maharaj, Gorgovinda Maharaj. Gorgovinda Maharaj said, Panchatattva is the most difficult tattva to understand. They're so exalted and so philosophical, so deep, so hard to understand. But there are hope. I'm talking to and looking this Chandrika, beautiful picture of Gauranga and Nityan racing Chandrika, race of moon race of Chandrika. So there are hopes. So there is hope, of course. When we speak to but I said, that's what yesterday I was saying. Sadhu Sangha, this, that, what was the main thing? Holy name. The answer to Prabhuji, holy name. Try to take this to your heart. Wake up in the morning. In the beginning, it will be hard. Prabhupada will give an example when you have this disease. Which one? Jaundice?
Yeah.
And you get a sugar cane, it's bitter. So I have to wake up at 4:35, oh my gosh. And then chant this Hare Krishna. In the beginning, it can be like, in the beginning it's nectar, but after some time you can feel, I'm doing just like Coca-Cola, Fun Sprite, Coca-Cola, Fun Sprite. I don't feel anything. I'm just repeating some words. But after some time, when you do it enough, you will start feeling so nice that you don't want to stop. Can you imagine in one moment when you go to sleep, you can't wait to wake up? So chanting is so fulfilling, chanting is so beautiful. Once you start feeling like that, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. You're nourishing our relationship. Yesterday, if you wanna nourish, we have to have a relationship. You have to be like. I'll show you a nice. I give a speed little fish, not like this. Like this. Okay, Prabhuji. So there is a hope. Hare Krishna, yes.
Hare Krishna, very nice class the book. Yesterday and today it's all interrelated.
Yes.
Yesterday. So it was a lot of, because I was having the same question yesterday as the things that Prabhuji. So we were discussing about the same topic and we covered up that because in the weekends we will be in the association of devotees, in the weekdays I'm feeling the same thing, the loneliness, because 5 days we don't have to go to association. And will be but it's to go to school. I'm feeling that loneliness and you answered very nicely. So it exactly answered my question for yesterday. And today also you related that Gajendra and later. So that is also very nice because our mind is the main trouble in this world. And at the same time, mind is the best friend. So if we control our mind and chant and take the shelter of the holy name, so it's going to help us taking shelter of Gauranga. So my question, Prabhuji, like when we chant, so some people say you have to go with association of devotees. And some people say you have to hear properly what you are saying. So which one you recommend and what is the best way to focus on?
Devotees are always the best to be around, but what if there is no devotees around? Then I'm not chanting Hare Krishna. I'll stop chanting. No. Chanting is, holy name is everything. Holy name is everything. There can be devotees, sometimes there will be many devotees hundreds of miles far, but
No, we have.
I'll chant each time. This is how our consciousness is. If there are devotees, if there are not devotees, we're gonna chant always with the same attitude. Remember Rakesh Prabhu and how I was not nice to him. We have to be very attentive. Each mantra, each holy name, you can always be respectful and attentive. Just listen, and then whenever you have time to serve devotees and do some seva, this will give you more nectar to your chanting. This will give you more nectar. When you go to Harinam or to Buddhist devotion, or when you do any service good for devotees, and you're chanting, you will see, wow, this morning I chant. I don't know if you chant this morning. You go, wow, this morning I feel my chanting is deeper. Why? What did I do? Like Rupa Goswami was thinking, what did I do? Because I don't have a taste. But this morning we had a taste. Why? Because all of us did since yesterday some seva. So seva always helps. Always should do seva. Just chanting, okay, but it will be hard to be namacharya chant all the time. We need to have seva association. Always when you have a chance, do some seva. And be respectful to the holy name. Don't see different than Krishna. He's sitting there when you chant, dancing around tongue. Be always nice to him. And whenever you have time, seva, always. Became addicted to seva. Then is devotee coming, what can I do? Like, I would like to cook, I would like to serve, I would like to host something. Why? Because you will feel, wow, I know, because you have experience that once I do this, next morning, I will be crying or chanting. And we all want to, the nature of the soul is that soul is so, the only food, the darkness of only is love, bleed. So the soul is not extra, it's not bigger. The soul just wants to nourish. Because soul is made of spiritual substance. So can really fulfill soul is a spiritual substance. Holy name. So soul, like Radhanath Mother says, the nature of the soul is ever increasing. We want to always enjoy more. And nothing in this world has capacity to fulfill that nature of the soul. Only Krishna, now alone, ever fresh. So my experience, I do service next morning, I'm thinking, I'm trembling. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Hare Krishna, beautiful, Then I realized, hey, why? Because I did seva. Let me do again. I do seva again, chanting. Wow. After 5 years, 10 years, you're completely convinced. I have to seva, preaching, serving. Then my chanting will be amazing. I will be like, wow, my soul will melts. And of course, to be respected, I'll check with the holy name. What do you say, Prabhuji?
Prabhuji, one time
I mean, was that okay? Was that okay?
Yes, I have one more question.
Yeah, come on.
That's why I asked you and I said, mountain in India, generally they say like wife and husband, they are made by God, right? The marriage is made in heaven, they say. But 7 lifetimes, it will be like wife and husband. According to Shastra, like according to scripture, there is no difference between male and female because soul is
soul.
Soul is
Genderless.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not genderless. We are all female. Krishna is the only male.
Yeah.
only Purusha.
How does according to your convenience, how can we, if you heard about this, can you explain how we can
Yes.
understand that?
First of all, people say things, right? Folks, people say things, doesn't mean it's always confirmed from the Shastras. India is still a remnant of the Vedic society. So there are still some things there, especially Jyotish, Ayurveda, Vastu. Just talking this morning, Prabhuji, about Vastu. So it's still there, but people, after some time, knowledge is lost. And people just, I heard this, I heard that. Prabhupada says, I'm not saying this is nonsense. Prabhupada says, if you repeat nonsense long enough, people will start repeating it.
Correct.
If I say this house is blue, this house is blue, this house is blue, after some time I start saying this house is blue. I was in a blue house. So I'm not saying this is not right. I know from a astrology point of view, the jivas are generally coming life after time because they got entangled by doing something. I offended my Maharaj there, and next lifetime I have to be born somewhere next to him to pay off. Wife and husbands, nothing. There is no mechanical process which can cut the karmic connections. It is so complex, super complex, like the banyan tree root. It's just impossible. That's why Bhagavatam says, we can have bamboo in the forest fire, in the ash. Bhagavad Gita says that, right? So all our karmic connections get. So that's why we have to be spiritual. So the souls, it's true. They get more or less, I don't know the number, more or less similar souls get being born again and again. Sometimes like brother and sister or husband and wife. We just don't know all this. And the what is interesting or not, but I notice we know so much about the world up, but we don't know so much about the world here in the sense of how to understand karma. It's so complex. That's what I'm learning in the George. The karma, it's so complex. But then you can see the great. That's why it's important knowledge. If I don't have, once you have more knowledge, you will be able to appreciate. For example, what is cardiologist? I don't know anything. Probably you're a cardiologist. Okay, cardiologist. But once they explain me how many years you need to finish the college and everything, so I get more knowledge about medical science and then about cardiology, I will be able to appreciate him more. If you don't know anything, if you are ignorant, if you don't know anything about Krishna, how can we genuinely appreciate his greatness? Mm-hmm. That's why we study. That's why we try to get more knowledge. Who was one of the most humble people I ever met? Of course, Radhanath Swami is my Shiksha Guru and Bhaktivedanta Maharaj is my Diksha Guru. But aside of that, Gopi Parananda Prabhu and Krishna Chaitra Swami, they're one of the biggest scholars around in our society. Because they have so much knowledge, they became so humble. Because they see, oh my God, Krishna is so great. Everybody's so great. So knowledge can be amazing, or knowledge can take you down. Who is the most fucked up people? Those who were very beautiful, very knowledgeable or something. So same knowledge, same knife you can use for bad things or for good things here in the kitchen. Same knowledge, you can be the most humble devotee. It's very hard to be humble and ignorant. Because you don't know how Krishna is great, you don't know how to look so great, you don't know anything. Still have knowledge, but don't use it all with me. Don't look at me, I'm just amazing. So knowledge is important, very important. And to have things confirmed with Shastra is very important. So I can just say how astrology helps me to see more and more greatness of Krishna. To understand dynamics of this world. Our acharyas, our Goswamis, and others, they say some points of this world, but they're mostly focused how to live this world. Even when they ask Prabhupada, how came here? He says, why are you worried about this? Think how to live from here. How did I come to this world? Did we fall from spiritual world or from here, from there? Why are you worried about this? So our acharyas, they give some information, but they're not so much into dynamics. How you became a pigeon? What was the previous life? There is no explanations how. But why is this important for us, for Krishna devotees? You know, it's for Krishna, we don't know how to become a pigeon, what you should do. So we listen more about Krishna, we're more focused on that. But for me personally, it helped me a lot. And I heard the point what you said, 7 lifetimes, but doesn't have to be. Prabhupada even say, and then you read the lines, the changes. But in Kirtan, not in some Bollywood music, not change. But in Kirtan, this will change. So I can also say when you read the devotee charts, then it's like, the devotees is always, because they are under Krishna karma. Jyotish showing karma. And Krishna karma means that Krishna keeps some karma, what is important for your growth. Others Krishna removes. Get burned with the word concerns like a bamboo in the forest fire. So I know people say things, they can say different things, but we are stick to Shastra. And like you're a woman and you're married for a husband and you see the tiger. Prabhupada says you will not get tiger and dance with him, right? Although he's Jiva like you, he's your brother and sister. Why don't you talk with him, dance with him? No, you will not. So we have some social norms which we follow. They're called conditionings, bodily conditions based on guna and karma. They get these bodies, and then we act accordingly. Although inside we know tiger is the soul, we can chant Hare Krishna to him, but there should be bars. Then we chant. We don't want to chant him, and he's here. There should be bars. Then we chant Hare Krishna to tiger. My wife is going with hand like this. What it means? You're playing with baby, or you're showing me I'm done.
So I had a question. The soul says, listen to Krishna Katha more, unlimited, timeless. But the stomach says, have prasad. So when you have a conflict like that, what do you do? I think we should have.
We have to make we have to see Kala Patra Desha, time, place, circumstances. If this is a Monday we go to job, then for sure let's finish the class. If it's Sunday,
Continue.
then we can decide. We can vote. It's a democracy. Democracy in America. Yeah. Sometimes you know how I know when it's time. Sometimes we vote. Sometimes we don't vote. You know how? Once they start hearing the sounds coming from the building, you want to get hungry? No voting. End of the class. But they didn't hear any sound so far. Any. So, what do you think about this? You have some more questions, or we should?
So one supplementary comment, the Mataji, he was Tushi, no man. So one supplementary comment that Mataji stopped doing clapping because Mataji don't want to change her Prabhuji next 7 lives. It's the other way, Prabhuji. She's like, no more clapping, confident. She's happy that this is her 7th life. Prabhuji, what is that?
We can tell Mataji how to clap. So keep certain breakfast. Only chant like this.
Or if maybe it's a third life. But if you go to Krishna, then it's less life. It's less life. Mataji, but one thing for sure I can also tell you. Generally, next life, Agami Janma. If Agami Janma Bengali, Mayapur Bengali, I was telling Prabhuji, Mayapur Bengali is different than Kolkata Bengali and different than Bangladesh Bengali. So sometimes I didn't understand people who come from Bangladesh. Or Kolkata even I didn't understand, but Mayapur is I understand fully. So Agami Janma, next life, if you want to take birth, but having this Prabhuji, I don't think Prabhuji takes you to the spiritual world. But generally, you want to be male, female. One of the things which is sure, even in astrology, is that next life, generally, we want to be opposite sex. If you remain humans, if you don't go over, or if you don't go to Krishna, one thing is for sure. Then we change, wife and husband, or husband and wife. If this theory of 7 lives is true. People say things. I didn't find this in any Jyotish Shastra. They Briha Parashara Hora Shastra. That's our Bhagavad Gita for astrology. Briha Parashara Hora Shastra. They call it Bible of Jyotish.
In Bhagavatam also, Puranjana story comes. Puranjana, he will become a wife.
Yes. Why? Do you know why? Because the husband is generally attached to wife, wife is generally attached to the then they change. Yeah, this thing for sure. But I would say 7 lives. This is the first thing I heard. Somebody can come to class, say something. People, hey, have you heard? He said 7, and then the village will start saying 8 to 7. In one moment, the whole country will start saying that. Although he just made this out of I don't know. So I'm not sure about that, but.
Because one of the Mataji, she gave me some printouts of men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So I don't know.
The famous book. It's a famous book, yeah.
I didn't read about it because I don't know. Sorry, men are women, but the intelligence is coming based on the body only because women thinking is different, men thinking is different, but soul is the same.
Male psychology and Vedic, female psychology is very nicely described in the Vedic scriptures and astrology. We also learn about it. Female psychology, male psychology is quite different. But then the soul comes, when you get the body, you get all the elements. Soul carries only the spiritual knowledge, but when you come to this body, you get all the elements. You know, material nature supplies with everything. You want to think like woman? Yes. You want to think like man? Yeah. There you get everything. Hi.
Thank you so much.
So Pooja, I thought I'll not learn cooking. So I have to learn cooking now then. Next slide.
We all hope next life because of Lord Chaitanya.
Yes.
Lord Chaitanya is giving benefits. Next life we will be there, dancing and not anymore thinking. When you think about being happy, it's so hard to be fully happy. We don't know how long we're gonna live. We don't know when we're gonna die. We don't know when we're gonna get sick. We don't know when our neighbors, our families. It's so hard to be fully happy in this world.
Yes.
That's why you feel, I just want to go to spiritual world. And think, you know, I will just again give you this description. In spiritual world, every next second is a bigger enjoyment than the same second before, and like this into eternity. Can you even comprehend that? Yes. Every next second is a bigger and bigger because of our enjoyment than before. We are used to hear suffer and let's enjoy. That's the nature of spiritual world. So we want to go there. We have to be convinced. I want to go there. This world is strange, tough, dangerous.
Prabhu, is there a way when somebody goes there, they can send a free pass or something like that?
Down. Yeah. Krishna does this. He sent Prabhupada. Lord Chaitanya, you know, so he sends us. I mean, most likely you will go first, right? You're the most advanced. So if you go there first, but if you remember us.
Put me as an example. This Prabhu. Thanks, you know.
We are all going to hold your dhoti. So,
But if we are unable to hold the dhoti, remember, once you go there, send something here. Tell Krishna, hey, these people are nice. Can you do something for them? So Lord Chaitanya will do this. If we just stick to his program, Lord Chaitanya, he will do this for us. Holy name, will do everything, will do there.
Today, I think there's a post, somebody posted, right? Today or yesterday, that there's a free pass to go to the Golaka. If you can make others devotee.
oh, yeah.
I don't know who posted that.
Or, you know, I'll give you one inspiration in regards to that. In Shastra is described that if you make someone devotee, you became his Vartmana Pradakshika Guru. And then you are automatically, if he's liberated, you are automatically.
Yes.
Because you are his Vartmana Pradakshika Guru. So that's why, let's get more motivated. Myself, I will never make it. But let me preach a song, let me find some amazing soul. And then he goes, hey, forget me? Come on. Thank you.
So many. I'm gonna become cockroach already next life.
Huh?
I feel I'm gonna become a cockroach next life because I finished so many of them. Because I'm scared of cockroaches. So when I was
But cockroach in Vrindavan is also fine.
yeah.
Cockroach in Vrindavan, spiritual world. Bhaktivedanta Maharaj said, do we want to be some big devotee or just to be a dust, just to be a rock in Vrindavan? Everything is blissful, even if you're a rock, you're alive. When I say Vrindavan, I think the whole of Vrindavan. But don't worry, you don't have to think in this way, you will not be cockroach. Attackers by the Vedas, if you feel threatened or attacked by mosquitoes, something, it's not, attackers are not that simple to, especially if you have fear. What can you do? Chant Hare Krishna and there is 5 cockroaches around you. How do you chant? Right? But if you don't want to kill them, take the vacuum. Take them and then throw them somewhere further. Yeah. Throw them somewhere further. Yeah. Then Radhanath Swami was in New Vrindavan. They were digging and whenever he found some cockroach or a worm or anything, he was cleaning the soil and then bringing it into the forest. He says that he didn't have and he came from Vrindavan and he was thinking, what is these kind of Christians? Why are they, digging without being considerate about other living entities down? Yeah? Because sometimes in the material world, something will happen. You can't avoid everything. You drive the car. What can you do? But Radha Maharaj was so much. If I did something with my tools, no, he looked and he didn't want. He was looking, oh, it seems like there will be no any worms. Let me just dig. So, but sometimes in life,
Yeah.
You can avoid some things. That's why we have Lord Gauranga and chanting Hare Krishna.
One disclaimer, sometimes we refer to me as Maharaj, that is not ISKCON Maharaj. We just friendly to each other, don't get anything.
But we would love to call you Maharaj.
Yeah, yes, because Maharaj is given, it's attribute given to the big devotees, because some Maharaj, and nobody, even Kshatriyas are called like this, but even devotees are even bigger. In the Krishna side, they are bigger than the kings. So they are the actual Maharajas. Devotees are actually. So when I say Maharaj, he's very humble. But when I say Maharaj, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. I try to appreciate every devotee.
Maharaj ki jai.
We can have.
Okay, everybody, thank you. Thank you for being such a nice hosts and such nice devotees. I really like when I give a class and there is very nice reciprocation. So you are all contributing nicely, participating nicely yesterday and today. So then I feel inspired. Otherwise, if you speak and everybody's like, sleeping or what, then you don't feel also inspired. So thank you. Thank you for being nice, helping me speak, helping me to do my seva, and to being so attentive and so nice. Thank you for dancing yesterday nicely. You were dancing nicely, especially the lady with the drum. She was so happy. Yeah. So thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Mohan Prabhuji.
3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Baldesva Prabhuji's birth.
Yeah.
Please, you go.
No, after Sridham Maharaj.
Yes.
Prabhuji, Mahaprasada Govinde.
Yeah, this
This. Can I say something short? So in a little Chopati temple, once a year, there was a birthday of Vijay. Our birthday is once a year. So that one day, devotee has to sit in the middle, and we used to come around him, and there was a cake, and then we put the cake, and then everybody, at least those who know devotee friends, we said something nice about Raj. This is standard, and when I moved from Chopati, maybe 15 years back more, then I started doing this. Any temple I open or any temple I was president, I did that with my brahmacharis, with my devotees. So to continue doing that, happy birthday, Prabhuji. Thank you. What I heard and what I see, thank you for helping Prabhupada movement and Lord Chaitanya movement here by always hosting devotees, by always helping and serving, because we understand that it's such a great need to help people. People are suffering and crazy. So thank you for always helping Prabhupada. You're helping Prabhupada to spread the movement and to host, by hosting devotees, by serving them. You're helping Prabhupada to spread the movement. Prabhupada desire, Lord Chaitanya desires to give everybody the holy Chaitanya. So thank you, Prabhuji.
Because I'm under a great shelter of
Sridham Maharaj.
great Vaishnavas here. So that is my best.
Now your turn.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji and Mataji, their entire family, and amazing role model devotees for all of us. I have known Prabhuji for almost 10 years now. And one thing, he's got so many Vaishnava qualities, excellent qualities. But one thing I would like to point out is that if somebody says, I don't have time for Krishna consciousness, the first person that comes to my mind is Prabhuji. He's a cardiologist. He does the morning japa from 4 a.m. He attends all the daily Bhagavatam class. And if he can, and he attends all our program, weekly program. If Prabhuji can attend, then why not me or anybody else? What excuse can we give? So that's a very big thing. But amazing devotee family. Hari Bol.
Go Ranga.
Okay, honestly, Prabhuji, I will consider him to be my rescuer because, when I arrived in Tampa 3 years back, I didn't know about this association, this ISKCON association.
Sadhusanga, you don't know.
Right? So in India, I used to go to Kolkata ISKCON association there, ISKCON Park Street, because I did my family stay in Kolkata. But after coming over here for 2 years, I didn't know about any associations over here. So I was absolutely direction. So I only had my Bhagavad Gita in place. I used to study chant, but I didn't have anything, no association. I do not know any devotee. And the people I used to live with, they were non-devotee. So you know how hard it is to kind of live with a non-devotee without any association, right? So, and when I came across ISKCON campus, it was by Google searching, okay, let me find out whether there is ISKCON in this city. So likely I started searching ISKCON campus. Something came up, and after visiting the website, I found the link that join our WhatsApp group. Without even thinking for the second time, I clicked on it. And I feel in 2 days, Prabhuji called me after accepting my invite, and I was so delighted. So I would say that in that toughest circumstances of my life, he has been the savior of my soul, and he allowed me to be in a direction from a directionless state. So my deepest gratitude to him.
Hari Bol.
I think
Who wants to say Prabhuji?
this Prabhu is, they are like Krishna
My
Bhagavan.
personal Shiksha Guru.
First of all, happy Krishna conscious birthday, Prabhuji. 1 year back, I joined with this association in Napa. Previous to that, I was in New York. So in New York, I was not getting that much association. I was only going to the temple and watching some other video like that only. But last in 1 year, I attended so many programs, house programs, and also the temple program. Like every time I feel like not only me, my family feel like we're every time busy. So when every weekend there is something program, and coming to the Prabhuji, I learned so many things from his human sincerity. He's a doctor, but I don't feel like he's like behaving like a doctor, just like he's a friend.
Yeah, doctors have some ego, and he's egoless.
Yeah.
So,
He is headless and evil.
it be for you to Prabhuji.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Pranam. So we know Prabhuji for more than 8 years, 9 years. Prabhuji introduced us with ISKCON Temple, so that's how we got involved. And since then, like he's our elder brother, we don't feel him like from a separate family, but he's continuously guiding us. Because of him, I also feel inspired to do chanting in the morning rounds. So yes, a lot of things to learn from Prabhuji. Whenever we visit here, we never find him. We always working somewhere in the garden, like Mother is probably he's in backyard working, like taking care of the plants, all this. A lot of things to learn from Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Pranam, Krishna Conscious birthday.
Hari Bol.
Happy Krishna Conscious birthday, Prabhuji. I have a lot of things to tell about Prabhuji. I know we have limitation of time. I just want to specify one recent thing I learned from Prabhuji, and I'm really, really grateful. I was hearing one of the lecture preaching from Prabhuji, and he inspired about the Brahma Muhurta chanting. Before that, I never did that because I'm also a physician, Prabhuji. I'm a hospitalist. So it was a challenge for me to finish my 16 rounds. So sometimes I was doing after I'm coming back from 1 until 11, like 12 in the night. So after Prabhuji's lecture, I started doing Brahma Muhurta, and it's completely changed my life, Prabhuji. Every day I wake up 5:30, I finish my before I go to work, and I start my day fresh and with so much enthusiasm. And I don't feel even tired, Prabhuji. It's like Krishna's blessings. So it's changed my life, and now I'm more like I can focus on my work, my kids, my other activities, my other sevas. So I'm really grateful to Prabhuji.
Hari Bol.
Prabhuji, he's going to love Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
He had already made devotees. So
And you are
his
going-
position is secure.
You are going to write a book, right, Mataji, about Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, a very, very happy Krishna conscious birthday. And we are really, really blessed to have Prabhuji in our association because he's the inspiration, he's ahead of everybody. Following the punctuality, following the chanting, following the Bhagavatam reading every day. and doing his household activities, taking care of the family, garden, everything, you name it. So he's expert in everything. One quality I wanted to highlight, I recently get to know about him. So thing is, like, Prabhuji is a physician. Some kids come for, like, some kids we know them, they are going to college. We refer to Prabhuji as a doctor so they can work under Prabhuji for some credits, some volunteer hours. So recently I didn't even know, I know one of the friends, so they live near to our house. He's working under him, but we never thought anything because we feel like they are Indians, but it's hard to tell, okay, take Krishna conscious only. It's hard, ask them to read Bhagavad Gita. But Prabhuji, the kid is working under Prabhuji, and he asked him to read Bhagavad Gita, and he's reading Bhagavad Gita in front of Prabhuji. I get to know recently. So Prabhuji is doing seva here in the physician office also, in the wherever students are coming. He's asking them to chant Bhagavad Gita, read Bhagavad Gita, and chant Hare Krishna Mantra. He's preaching there also. So that's really amazed me how he's always taking Krishna everywhere wherever he's going. So that's one quality I recently learned from Prabhuji. That's amazing, Prabhu. Wherever we go, preaching is
helping.
Thank
There is a good place actually because they want something from me. They have to give me back something. Forcing them.
Prabhuji is cleansing internally and externally.
But always says, no, I'm not able to make use of my background for Krishna. So it's just coming out. So probably everybody said what I wanted to say. So all I can
They stole from you, Mataji.
all I can do is just express.
Haribo.
Happy Krishna conscious.
Mataji.
I can pose on the stage, Maharaji.
Linda,
7 lifetimes.
Back in Prabhuji, just last year we came to Tampa and when we made Prabhuji Mataji, and we came to know that you were a doctor and that too cardiologist, and you were so busy in life. But you are so busy in Krishna Consciousness. It's always inspiring us. From early morning, you are doing japa. Sometimes I also join, and whenever means the first person will be there, Prabhuji will be there in the japa class, and also every day in evening Bhagavatam class, and always whenever we meet any satsang or any program, always Prabhuji inspire us like
enthusiasm.
Yes. And also Mataji, she is so nice, and both of them are so humble, always inspire us. We don't feel that we are new to Eastern Tampa, always feel us like we are very old in their family, Eastern Tampa family. They are so nice devotees.
The spouse
Thank you
of Mataji
so
are so
much.
humble, it's all right. So we can easily make them friends and brothers and sisters.
Yes, that's true. When somebody is humble, it's so easy to deal with person because they're light. Somebody is humble, he's so light.
Sundari
So
Mataji.
when somebody has an ego, it's so hard to do.
Mataji, you have to talk about the 7 lifetimes.
And this is only the first one.
First time.
Give me time tonight, Prabhuji. No, from today, Prabhuji will start learning cooking. Promise.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Dandavat Pranam, always to Srila Prabhupada. First, I want to apologize that I totally forgot today is his birthday.
Mataji feels every day is his birthday.
And I forgot to wish him also. So happy Krishna Maharaj's birthday. And Prabhu, the one thing I like that, so many things I like, one for sure, but I like his determination to go in spiritual life. It's really exemplary. So I think I need to learn from him, and I'm telling my kids that they have learned from him. Thank you.
That's a very, very great point.
Prabhuji, video. I'll show you.
Biraj Prabhu and Vinayak Prabhu.
Subhan,
Prabhuji, I'm least qualified, Prabhuji. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Happy birthday, Baba. First of all, I'd like to say that I would be nothing without you. I would literally be nothing without you. You've always loved us and sought the best for us and guided us spiritually and how to become the best version of ourselves in this material world and how to go back to Krishna. You work so incredibly hard for us every single day, and so we have food on our plates and
Krishna brings.
yeah, through Krishna, and we have a roof to live under, and truly I'm grateful. I can never make that back up to you. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Viraj Prabhu ki jai.
Actually, if I may just add one thing, you said he works so hard, but he makes it so easy for others.
Yes.
He works hard, but he makes other people's life easy. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Happy birthday, Baba. You always, bunch of doctors, I know they make a lot of money, but you always spoil the children, not our dad. He always kept us humble. If I thought, oh, I'm a great swimmer, he was always beat me in a race. He would always keep me humble. And and he taught me that the only way back to Krishna is chanting. And he's the reason why I chant 16 hours a day.
Hari.
So nice, so nice.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I'm least qualified. But only thing I can say, I mean, of course, everybody covered everything, so I don't have anything else. But only thing, Prabhuji is so humble, as everybody said, even if he is a doctor, nobody will believe him that he is a doctor. He is ready to sit down and eat with others. And, something falls down, he's the first to pick up also. I mean, like that. And he's my personal Siksha Guru. Always humble, as everybody said. He's the first person to be in the chanting and always ready to lead the Bhagavatam every day. Whenever Prabhuji is not there, he has been guiding us every aspect. So, when Prabhuji came at that time, we had ISKCON Tampa, but not many, satsangs were not very. They were going on, yeah, not very active. But once Prabhuji came, everyone came, like a honey, right? All the bees come. Exactly. So ISKCON became, and we got, Sridham Prabhu was, there, but he came back because Prabhuji was, Shubvilas Prabhu came. It became very active. We are very grateful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
I came back, I am also a big Prabhu.
Brinda, you want to say something?
I'm so inspired by what everybody said.